The Warriors lost Kevin Durant 2 summers ago. Did they just draft the next Kevin Durant? No, even I'm not that crazy.
Damn.
But there is a KD comparison that you will agree with in this video. There's also a Karl Anthony Towns mention. But no matter what you think about those, James Wiseman has broke through our expectations. Even though Anthony Edwards has been impressive, James Wiseman is next level. If there was a redraft, Wiseman would go #1. This video explains why he should win Rookie of the Year and what that means for his future and the Warriors. Hey, it's Casey. Welcome to another week on AM Hoops. The season has started, and boy, was I wrong about some predictions. LaMelo Ball being Rookie of the Year, just one of them. If you're new to the channel, we put out 5 videos per week. We have discussions, sometimes arguments, but normally they come out at 9 a.m. Eastern. We are switching back to 5 p.m. Eastern starting on Wednesday. And the reason is because I'm finding that it's silly for me to make a video and then just sit on it all night and release it in the morning. Like, news is coming out so often, I need to release it the same day. So the time switch will happen on Wednesday. Now, it is early, but James Wiseman obviously should have been picked #1. His game is so perfect for the NBA. In just a few games, I have loved what we've seen. Against the Bucks and Nets, he can take and make threes. He is a nasty finisher on pick and roll. Super athletic, so even at 7'1", he runs transition like a guard. He's blocking shots, but his defensive awareness isn't great. I mean, most rookies do struggle on that end, so I'm not too concerned. Plus, he's guarded 2 excellent teams. Hey, welcome to the NBA. Here's Giannis. Once Draymond Green comes back, I'm sure that will improve. Dre can tell him where to be defensively. But the bottom line is he looks like a vet all-star type talent already. We haven't seen a big man center type have this kind of debut since Karl Anthony Towns in 2015. Even Towns didn't start hitting threes until about a month or so into his rookie year. And the threes really is what makes Wiseman different. The Dubs drafted a unicorn. He won't keep hitting 80% from downtown, but hitting trays is part of his game. The scary thing about it is no one can guard him out there. He can't be blocked with a release point that high. And that is what reminds me of Kevin Durant. And the comparison that I'll make is getting a bucket at any time against anybody one-on-one. Like, that was something the Warriors could always depend on, is just give it to KD, and if he's matched up one-on-one, he can get a bucket over anybody. Now, obviously, Wiseman has a long way to get there. He can't create his own offense, but the point is the tools are there. The Athletic did a breakdown of his shot and pointed out the Steph Wiseman pick and roll will be unguardable. Steph can lob to Wiseman here, or the big man can stay outside and shoot. The person guarding Wiseman has to plan for both, which is impossible. My favorite part, though, about Wiseman's debut so far is his confidence. Dude had normal first game jitters, but he's performed on national TV against 2 of the biggest stars in the world, Giannis and Durant. Look at how confident he is shooting in KD's face. Even though it missed, he doesn't care. That kind of confidence means his learning curve won't be as steep. He can play like a vet his rookie year. The moment is not too big. Look at draft night. Lots of guys could barely contain themselves, while Wiseman sounded like a normal interview.
Just to go to Golden State and just to go and just learn as much as possible and just be the best version of me and just work every day.
So it looks like mentally he is ready for the NBA, but there are some things I'm not super excited about. He can handle the ball, but he needs to improve his hands. He has fumbled a few passes, and he is going to get a lot of passes his way because the offense should run through Stephen Curry and James Wiseman. And that is the biggest takeaway about the future for the Warriors. It is going to be a Steph Curry, James Wiseman offense. I mean, Steve Kerr can try to force his motion offense with Kelly Oubre Jr. and Andrew Wiggins all he wants, but eventually to get wins, it's going to be Steph Curry and James Wiseman. Wiseman has already jumped Andrew Wiggins and Kelly Oubre Jr. as the Warriors' second best healthy offensive option. So naturally, yes, he should win Rookie of the Year. I made a big mistake picking LaMelo Ball, I can admit that. Wiseman's game is more NBA ready than LaMelo, and Wiseman's gonna have a lot of opportunity to shine. This is a great thing for Wiseman and the Warriors' future, but it's an awful thing for their present. We can already say the Dubs are done. It's gonna be another awful season for them. I know they played two great teams and there will be better nights, but they are not a playoff team. Kelly Oubre Jr. and Andrew Wiggins started the year 2 for 21 from downtown, but this is the fact that makes you go, The Warriors started the season losing by a combined 65 points. According to ESPN, the only worst start ever was the 1988 Clippers, who went 17-65, last place. Let's be honest, they should tank. Next year's draft is supposed to be stacked, and they could have 2 picks in the lottery. Best case scenario at this point, a pair of top 10 picks. The Dubs have their own, plus the Timberwolves' top 3 protected. Golden State could have one of the most talented young cores with championship veterans on the same roster. That mix could mean another late championship for Steph, Draymond, and Klay Thompson, kind of like the San Antonio Spurs, and one more chip for Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili in 2014. They won 4 rings in 9 years, then waited 7 more seasons to get that last chip. The Hall of Fame vets were the driving force in 13 and 14, but they would not have won without that young talent. For that to happen for the Warriors, they need to lose games for a top pick, and Steph Curry needs to look like himself. Tim, Tony, and Manu all contributed at a high level into their mid-30s. Steph, on the other hand, has been missing shots, he hasn't looked as quick, he's not creating offense at an elite level. The good news is James Wiseman looks like the real deal. He'll be the centerpiece of the franchise 5+ years from now, and the Dubs did not blow this pick. I wanted them to trade the pick for a win-now player, but I was wrong about that too. Because even if, like, Bradley Beal was on this team, they wouldn't have a chance at a championship. Their path to a title is to ace the next draft with 2 top 10 picks and have the old dynasty pass the torch to the new young core. Look, if you're a Warriors fan, there are so many reasons to be down right now. I mean, back-to-back years of pretty horrible basketball is what it looks like. But the good news is the Warriors didn't blow the pick. In fact, they may have gotten the best player in the draft, a future All-Star, and future franchise Warrior. Support AM Hoops and click subscribe. Don't miss a daily NBA video.